Welcome to Logan, Utah, home of the Utah State Aggies of the Mountain West Conference. This is a team that is home to the former first-round quarterback Jordan Love. And the Aggies are a pretty solid team here in the Mountain West, a two-star program. And they've had success in years past, but they've never been able to continue that success as they have teams like Boise State, Fresno State, Nevada, UNLV, San Jose State, Wyoming, in the Mountain West. This is a pretty competitive conference with a couple of pretty solid teams. And of course, information was just released yesterday that teams like Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and San Diego State are all going to be joining the Pac-12 in 2026. So maybe that opens the door for us to join the Pac-12, maybe the Big 12. I don't know. But this team will be led by head coach Jalen Clark. If you guys watched my NCAA 06 series, he was the player that I had in the career mode at Stanford. He played some football there. No longer is playing football. He is now the coach of the Aggies. We're going to be rocking with the Aggies playbook here, but looking at the Utah State seasons, they've had 11-win seasons, 10-win seasons. 2018 and 2021, they each had 11-win seasons. But in between those seasons, it has been pretty mediocre football, struggling to be a 500 team. What we're really looking to do is turn this Utah State football team into a consistent football team. They are going to be led by quarterback Spencer Petras, the transfer from Iowa. This guy's not used to scoring a lot of points, so hopefully we're able to score more than he's used to when he was at Iowa. A pretty solid quarterback, but a senior, so we'll have him for just one season. Looking at the running backs, this is an area that I definitely want to improve upon because we only have 3 on roster. One of them is a senior. We really need to get better there. Our best offensive player is 87 overall senior wide receiver Jalen Royals, a former 1-star high school recruit. And this kid is pretty good. He's a really good route runner. He's got good hands. He's got good speed. He's got pretty much everything you want in a wide receiver. He would probably be the wide receiver 1 on a lot of college football teams. He's stuck at Utah State. So let's see if we can win some football games for him. I also want to improve upon the tight end position. We have 2 seniors, but behind those guys, it's a huge drop off with a 65 overall and then 56, 51, and 49 overall tight ends. They are not good. I'm definitely looking to improve at that position. Looking at the offensive line here, we have a senior left tackle, 76 overall, Cole Motes. Wyatt Bowles, the senior left guard, 78 overall, so we're going to have to replace them early in the series. Bryce Radford will start at center, 71 overall, sophomore. Maui is going to be the 74 overall right guard. And then Teague Anderson will start at right tackle. He is a sophomore, 77 overall. And now looking at the defensive line, it's pretty solid. Sloan is a senior along with Blaine Spires. And then looking at the interior defensive line, it's a lot of upperclassmen. Only one guy that is a freshman or a sophomore. Other than that, they're all juniors and seniors. And atop the depth chart, they're pretty strong, but below, a lot of those guys don't really have the strength that I'm looking for as we look at the linebackers now. My favorite linebacker is Jaden Pearson, senior, 85 speed though. So I really like Jaden Pearson's athleticism. I'd love to get him on the field as much as possible here as we're only going to have him for 1 season, but he's a really good pass coverage linebacker with that 85 speed. Looking at the corners now, it's a pretty good group. I got a senior there and Francois. And then the guy that I really want to headline here is Andre Selden Jr. Tragically passed away about a month ago now. He started his career out at Michigan, then transferred away, transferred again to Utah State, and then he tragically passed away about a month ago. He's got a lot of room to improve here. We're going to be playing him, probably not as much here in year 1 because he's a little bit farther down the depth chart, but by year 2 and his final season in college, he should definitely get some playing time. Now here's the Jalen Royals of the defense. Ike Larson, 88 overall, free safety. He is the highest rated overall player on our team, I do believe, and he's a junior. And he's got a lot of room to improve. There's no reason that this guy shouldn't be like a 93, 94 overall come season 2. And then finally, our strong safeties. No lower classmen here, all upperclassmen, seniors and juniors. And we're going to be redshirting O'Keefe and Taylor. And the reason we're going to be redshirting them is because we need depth there. If not, we're only going to have 2 strong safeties on roster next season, and they would both be seniors. We're also going to have Elliot Nemrod as the starting kicker. He's a senior, and Ryan Marks will start at punter, 68 overall. He's got the 89 kick power that I do like a lot more than Josephson. So that's a look at the roster. As I already talked about, we're going to be running the veer and shoot here in year 1. I'm definitely going to be switching this up. I don't like how many wide formations Utah State has, but we're going to be rocking with it here in year one because that's how the roster has been built. But through recruiting, we're going to try and build this roster into more of a pro style offense, preferably. We'll see how it goes, what the roster looks like as we look at the Mountain West preseason first team guys. We got Avante Dickerson, Ike Larson, and Jalen Royals at receiver on the first team. And now looking at the second team, we do not have anybody. So only 3 preseason All-Americans in the Mountain West Conference. As now we're looking, who are the guys that are most interested in coming to Logan, Utah to play for the Utah State Aggies? I think the key here is to try and fill a lot of skill position groups, because I think that's how we're going to have to get better on offense, and especially to build an offense that fits more of what I want to do. Like I said, I want to run more of a pro style offense, as Tyler Sexton, the 3-star receiver, is interested in coming here. And then tight ends. I've already talked about the fact that, I want to bring in some tight ends here to help this club out, whether it's, possession tight ends, blocking tight ends, even vertical threat tight ends. I definitely want to bring in some tight ends. I'd love to have 2 tight end sets. As I just said, tight end like 5 times. Looking at the offensive line, not a whole lot of tackles that are interested in us, but we do have our first 4-star that is interested, Duke Kalu, a left guard pass protector. I'd like for him to be more of an agile or power guy, but he's a top 300 recruit, so you have to add him to the board, right? And then looking at the defensive line here, not a whole lot of ends are really interested in us. Demetrius Keaton from Utah, he is somebody that's interested, a top 700 recruit. And here's where I was super bummed out. No defensive tackles want to come here, and that's the one position group that I definitely want to improve the most. Jason Kruger is the only guy that's even remotely interested in coming here, and he's from Boulder, Colorado, so why wouldn't he go and play for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes? That's going to be a hard get right there. But we do have some outside linebackers that are interested, some edge rushers, some pass coverage guys, and we also have some middle linebackers that are interested in us. So that is really good to see there, because I like to have speed at the linebacker position. Not a whole lot of corners interested, but I don't think we need a corner in this first recruiting class. I think primarily I'm looking for, front 7 on defense and offensive line and skill position guys on offense. And then we have 1 strong safety interested, which we do need to bring in at least 1. So Cordell Lawson's definitely somebody we're going to try and target, because we have a lot of upperclassmen at the strong safety position. We have no kickers interested and no punters interested in coming to Logan, Utah. How about Jeremiah Tobias, though, the quarterback? He is the 3rd ranked recruit in South Dakota, and he is a gem. 92 throw power, 77 speed. He's got pretty solid accuracies. We're going to be offering him a scholarship right away, a field general archetype. How about Thomas Yates, now the running back? 91 speed, 79 carrying, and he is also a gem as well. I like the agility and acceleration, the ball carrying vision, change of direction. I like Thomas Yates a lot here. We're going to be offering him a scholarship as well. So already kind of finding the guys that we want to target here early in this recruiting class. Tyler Sexton, he's not a gem, but I do like his 73 release. I like his 89 speed. I think that a physical receiver archetype is something that could, work pretty well for this club. 69 short route running. I hope that his medium and deep are going to be better. And if that's somebody that we can bring in, I'd be pretty pleased with that. Here's Pierre Lambeau, a 3-star tight end. We're going to be offering him with that 81 speed that he has. What about Duke Kalu? 80 pass block. I don't really think there's a reason to scout him further, because he's a 4-star recruit. We're just offering a scholarship. If we can bring in a 4-star, that would be pretty darn good. How about John Yolito? He's another left guard here. 85 strength. I like that. And that was enough for me to offer him a scholarship. Greg Jaquette here. 86 strength, 78 pass block finesse, 82 lead block. Looks pretty good. We'll also be offering him a scholarship. Demetrius Keaton now, 83 speed. He is a speed rusher, and he is a gem 3-star prospect. We're definitely going to be offering him a scholarship. And what about Jason Kruger, the only defensive tackle that is interested in coming here? And he looks pretty solid. 82 strength, though, is pretty low. I'm not really a huge fan of that strength. As we got Roland Flood now, he's a right outside linebacker. He would be an edge rusher. He'd be moved down to defensive end and position changes. But that is going to cap off the preseason scouting session here. We're going after about 10 guys right now. We've offered 10 scholarships. That's pretty much 10 guys that we're going after. Of course, there's definitely some players that we need to continue to scout, to get a better look at them. As here's a look at our schedule. We'll open up at home against the Royals. Then we'll go on the road to USC, at home against Utah. So back-to-back ranked opponents. Then on the road against Temple, we'll have a bye then, and that's when we'll start our Mountain West play against Boise State, UNLV, New Mexico, and Wyoming. We'll also play on the road against Washington State, and we will finish the season out on the road against the Colorado State Rams in Fort Collins. Should be a really good game. As now we look at scouting again. David Coker, 100% scouted. He looks pretty solid, 80 speed from Corvallis, Oregon. And then here's something that I thought was pretty interesting, as we're going to offer him a scholarship. The next guy we're looking at, Daniel Morrison, is his high school teammate, and they look almost identical. So these are both guys that I'm definitely going to be offering scholarships to. They're both interested in coming here. I think it'd be pretty cool to get both of these guys. They're high school teammates from the same hometown, and they have almost the same exact rating. So that's pretty cool that we got there. Cordell Lawson, we're going to take a look at here. He's the strong safety, 87 speed. Tackle 63 is pretty low. 57 play recs, also pretty low. Maybe he's a slot guy instead of, somebody you want to put in the box. He's a hybrid type, I do believe. But here's a look at our scouting now. We got 25 hours on pretty much all the guys we're looking at here. Cordell Lawson is a zone archetype player. He's not a hybrid. So Duke Kalu, we're going to finish the recruiting up on him, and he is actually going to be a bust prospect. But with him being a 4-star, I think that would mean that he's a pretty high quality 3-star in reality. John Yolito, though, you miss out on Kalu being a gem, but John Yolito is probably your second best option. At this time for week 1 here against the FCS West Royals, to get a look at this Utah State team and see how we can perform here and what kind of season we're going to have. This is a veer and shoot offense that you're going to see here in year 1 for the Aggies. Like I said, I eventually want to go pro style, but the offense that we have right now is better suited for the team that we have. I know before the update, FCS West was giving a lot of people a lot of problems in their dynasties. As we'll run on first down, the first play of the game, and it's Rasul Faison, number 3, the senior running back, picking up 9 yards to kick this game off. Here's Spencer Petras on second down, and he's going to hit Bowman, and Bowman will work his way up to midfield as we have an excellent drive to start. 6 minutes quarters, no runoff, as Rasul Faison will pick up the first down on third down. As we move the chains again, about midway through the first quarter, a long opening drive here for the Aggies as Rasul Faison will work his way inside the 10 as it's goal to go for the Aggies. Faison in motion. Here's Petras stepping up in the pocket. Spencer Petras is going to use his legs and he's going to score. Spencer Petras gives Utah State the first score of 2024. He really didn't do that at Iowa, but he's going to try and turn himself into a better quarterback here in Utah, as this is going to be an excellent play on the first defensive snap for the Aggies. Here's a 3rd down and 3, and that pass will be broken up by the 88 overall free safety Ike Larson, as we will force a 3-and-out on the Royals here, as Robert Briggs, the backup running back, will be our punt returner this season, as he's going to take this one left, and he'll be forced out of bounds at our 43-yard line, and that's where we'll take over. Quickly, a 3rd down here as Petras is not going to find a receiver, and he'll be sacked by Najee Knox, as the Royals will get the football back. But here's Iniguez, and he's going to pick up the sack. It's going to be 3rd down and long upcoming for the Royals as we get our first sack of the season. We would later force a punt, and we have Robert Briggs deep again with an opportunity to return one. Here he goes left. He's got a lot of space across midfield, and he'll walk out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And that's where Spencer Petras will be set up, as he's going to give this one to Robert Briggs, as Briggs is going to have a first down pickup, a gain of about 13 yards. As here's 2nd down and 10 now. Petras in the pocket, firing across the middle, and he's got Kyrie White for the touchdown. The Aggies quickly go up 14-0 on the Royals. An excellent route by Kyrie White. And there was an even better throw by Spencer Petras to step up in the pocket. And if we're able to do that all season, I think we're going to have a pretty solid year with this Aggies offense. Of course, this is against an FCS opponent, but we looked pretty good from the start. But here's a busted coverage as the Royals will be across midfield for the first time today. Spikes Williams on the reception. Here's a 3rd down and 9 now, as they'll go with the draw, and this is going to be shut down at the 38-yard line. And we're going to force a 55-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good, as the Royals are on the board for the first time in this game. And it was all started by a busted coverage. There's Spencer Petras in the pocket as he's going to hit Bowman. Bowman's got space, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. We're across midfield yet again, as we're going to go with the RPO bubble. Here's Bowman again. He's got space. Bowman with a first down. 103 passing yards so far for Spencer Petras, as here's Rasul Faison cutting up, and he's going to pick up the first down on 3rd and 4. 2nd and 8 this time. Here's another give to Faison. He's got space, and he's tackled at the 2-yard line. 55 yards quickly for Faison. Here's 2nd down and goal. Here's Petras. Touchdown to Jalen Royals. It's a 20-3 lead for Utah State early in this game. The offense is clicking on all cylinders. They're doing everything correct, as we are putting it on the Royals early in this game. About a minute and a half left here in the 2nd quarter for FCS West. As here's another busted coverage, and this one's caught, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. The Royals are on the board for the first time as far as 6 points go. It is 21-10. As it's another case of busted coverage here for the Utah State Aggies. As here's another look at it. You got 2 guys there, but I don't know what was going on. I don't know if we were in man or zone, but the secondary had no idea. Ike Larson was the only guy that had an opportunity to make a play, but by the time he got there, it was too late. As we have the football back now, as we're going to go deep, Jalen Royals got a step, and he's going to haul it in. Jalen Royals, 10-5, touchdown. The Aggies bounce back. 28 points in the first half for Utah State, and Spencer Petras looks like he's spent his entire career running this offense. Not a pro-style offense that averages 100 yards per game and 10 points per game. Spencer Petras is lighting the box score up at the moment, and Jalen Royals is doing it as well with his 2nd touchdown reception, as the Royals will get the football back, as they're going to go across midfield just like that, as they're going to be trying to put some points on the board before the half. They've done a pretty good job on offense here. Here's 2nd down and 4, and BB's going to step up, and he'll pick up the first down with his legs. 2nd down and 10 now for BB. Under 10 seconds left, and that's an excellent throw by Andrew Beebe. 157 passing yards for him, as here's the field goal attempt to go up 13 points on the board. Not to go up, but to go down 15 points. 28-13 is the score at the end of the first half. A high-scoring first half here in Logan, Utah. Both teams have passed the ball really well, and, you know, we're going to have to stop the pass, and we're going to have to get better in the secondary if we're going to beat some of these teams that are on our schedule. A 15-point lead here against the Royals, but they're giving us all that they can handle, as it's going to be a first down pickup, and they're across midfield yet again. As here's the give to their running back. He's got space to the left. This is a huge run, and he's going to be forced out of bounds by Ike Larson at the 25-yard line. The Royals stepping up in the pocket, but he's going to be sacked by Graham. It's the 2nd sack for this Aggies defense. Here's 3rd down and 14 now. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he hangs on to it. Devon Graham was able to get there, but the receiver hangs on. 2nd down and 9, as BB's going to get sacked back at the 23-yard line. And how about this play by Sloan? He goes onto the ground, and he teleports back up standing and is able to make the sack. Kind of a glitch there, but, you know, not going to complain about it. 3rd down and 21, BB in the pocket. He's got all day to throw. BB throwing to the end zone, and this one's broken up. 4th down upcoming, as that was an excellent play by Andrew Beebe. It was just broken up at the last second, as they will kick the field goal, as it's 28-16 here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a run for Robert Briggs. He breaks a tackle, and he'll be taken down at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 10 now. Faison back in the game, as he's going to catch the running back screen, as he's going to pick up a first down as well across midfield. Here's a 3rd and long now for the Aggies. Petras in the pocket. He's going to step up and scramble, and he's going to pick up the first down with his legs. Spencer Petras, he's not a fast quarterback, but he's doing what he needs to do at the moment. As here's a quick screen out there to Hystera on 3rd down, and that's going to be 4th down and 5. As here's the first time we'll see Nimrod on the season, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 31-16, a 15-point lead for the Utah State Aggies. As here's the return from the Royals. He's got space, and he's tackled at the 41-yard line. He was 1 man away from breaking that one all the way. Here's BB, the pass on the outside, and that's going to be a first down pickup on 1st down. As here's 2nd down and 10 with about 40 seconds left in the 3rd, and another sack for this Aggies defense. The 4th of the day. That was Miguel getting the sack there. 3rd and 21, wide receiver screen. It'll be 4th down upcoming. And here's another long field goal attempt. This one a 63-yarder. The kick is up, and it's going to be wide left. I think he had the leg. He just didn't have the accuracy. As we'll take over here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's a pass to Tia. He is our 4th or 5th receiver on the depth chart. So we've thrown the ball to a lot of guys. 5 different receivers have touched the ball in this game. Here's a 2nd down and 6 run. It's Faison up the middle. He's got plenty of space. and he's taken down inside the 20-yard line. As we go 3rd down and goal, Spencer Petras in the shotgun. Here's the give to Rasul Faison. He dives. Touchdown, Utah State, as we extend our lead, and we are putting it on the FCS West Royals, 38-16. 2nd down and 4 now for the Royals from the 31-yard line. And this one's going to be caught. He's got plenty of space. Can Ike Larson take the angle and catch him? He will not. And the Royals are going to score a touchdown just like that. And it's another bad case of poor coverage. In this situation, we're in zone coverage here. But Harris just didn't even attempt to make a play on the football or even tackle the receiver. And that allowed him to pretty much walk right into the end zone. Here's the 2-point attempt, and it's not even close. It'll be a 16-point game here in the 4th quarter. So Utah State allowing the Royals to hang around as Robert Briggs will return this kick, and he's got plenty of space. Robert Briggs, just one man to beat. Can 16 take the angle on him? Inside the 10 and pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A huge return for Briggs, as now Cottle, the 3rd-string running back's in the game, and this one's going to be pitched at random and picked up by the Royals defense. Bowman takes him down at the 33-yard line, but Cottle wasn't ready for the pitch, and Spencer Petras wasn't ready to look where he was pitching. So the Royals will have the football now, and that's an excellent throw by Beebe. It would bring up a 4th down there, but the play would be reviewed, and it would be ruled a catch, as Andrew Beebe's over 300 yards passing on the day, and he's going to complete another one inside the 20-yard line. And the Royals, under 3 minutes to go in the game, are knocking on the doorstep here of the Aggies defense. This one's fired. Touchdown, Royals. What is going on? Utah State in the secondary is just breaking down. They can't do anything to stop this passing attack, and they'll pick up the 2-point conversion and make this a 1-possession game with a little bit under 3 minutes to go, as we're going to give it to Faison on 1st down, and he's going to pick up 9 yards. 2nd down and inches upcoming. We'll give it to him again, and he'll pick up the 1st down as we're under the 2-minute warning now. The Royals will start using their timeouts as there's a tackle for loss. They have 1 to go. 2nd down and 12. Petras stepping up in the pocket, and the ball is free, but it was Robert Briggs who was able to fall on it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 16. No timeouts left for the Royals. Let's see what the Aggies do here. They're going to hand this one to Faison, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 18 yards on 3rd down and 16 to win the game. Utah State will win a classic against the FCS West Royals 38-30. But in all reality, we were allowing these guys to hang around for way too long in this game. We were unable to put them away. We ran a speed option on 3rd and goal. Or actually, it wasn't 3rd and goal. It was 1st and goal. And we brought in Cottle, the 3rd-string running back, redshirt freshman. Tried a speed option, and it just went terrible. Spencer Petras just flipped it to him in the worst way possible. And that was the only turnover in this game. Petras as a passer looked really good. 15-23, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Faison had over 100 yards on the ground. And Robert Briggs did pretty well for himself, as he also had that huge kick return. And looking at the receiving, Jalen Royals, 2 touchdowns, 6 catches, over 100 yards receiving. I think other than that fumble, the offense looked excellent all day long. Defensively, we really didn't look that great. We allowed Andrew Beebe to throw for 354 yards, 76% completion percentage. They didn't run the ball well. So that's one bright spot on this defense after week 1 is we were able to stop the run. We weren't really able to stop the pass, as Jalen Royals is going to be the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week. Here's a classic. Georgia 49-47 over Clemson in week 1, as it was Cade Klubnik with 330 yards, but Carson Beck, 427 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. And here's a heartbreaker. My Michigan Wolverines get beat to Fresno State 30-24. Jeremiah Tobias, we're going to be scheduling a visit right away on him, and we're going to focus on the proximity to the home aspect. Jason Kruger, we need a defensive tackle, but we can't find any motivations that he likes at the moment, so we're going to hold off on scheduling a visit for him. And then we got Demetrius Keaton here. We will offer a visit here for him. We're also going to pitch the proximity to home, since that's something that he likes. But that's going to do it here for episode 1 of the Utah State Aggies Dynasty. We'll be taking on ranked USC and ranked Utah in the next episode. It's going to be a 2-for-1 episode to try and get this series going pretty quickly. We want to know, can we pull off an upset versus either ranked opponent? Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.